morning, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1770th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Traders, the 1770th installment of these educational videos coming at you on a Thursday night for Trading Friday. That would be May 4th, 2018. Please know that this game is not for widows and orphans. It's not for people who are broke. It's not for people using their 401k pension plans. It is for people who have risk capital to lose. These markets are vicious. They move around a lot. Stops, if you get hit, are enormous. You must know that this is very risky for all traders, okay? You've got to have risk capital to lose. You've got to put your stops in first. You must know that you are at Yankee Stadium standing at home plate, and you're going to have a big bat in your hands if you're going to stand at that stadium and try to swing against those pitchers. That means you need a big stop. So keep that in mind with this volatility, and let's move forward. Don't trade alone. This is not easy. Come on down to livewithoscar.com. Join me in my free live trading room. We've got live, free, mobile access. It's new, so right on your phone, chat on the go. Come on down, livewithoscar.com, or, of course, on any PC. Come join us. Traders, what's on this board for trading on the 4th of May? Believe it or not, OMNI gave us a buy in the emini, a sell in the emini S&P, and a buy in the NASDAQ. That's how the OMNI shaped up. It was a buy in NASDAQ and a sell in E-mini, and that basically is a neutral with the possibility of buying dips in the NQ. Now, my 17-year-old protege, Michael, who's very, very, very good at technical analysis since he's a little boy, he's got a plan on buying the dips in the NASDAQ, so we'll see what's going to happen. I'll let you know how that works out. Personally, I like something different, because I'll tell you this right now. Not much change in the technical picture from last night's video in E-mini S&P, NASDAQ, Dow, or Russell. In the same spot, mired inside bear flags, underneath major averages, bouncing off the 200. No change with the bar on Thursday. So not much change there, and OMNI comes up neutral, gives us a chance to play either side. We'll let you know how Mikey does with his buying of the dips in the NASDAQ. Grains, however, getting my attention. Wait till you see the charts. The grains are interesting here. And here's what's interesting about the grains being interesting. Even with the dollar advancing like crazy, you've got certain grains moving higher. Look at corn, look at wheat, look at cotton. Wow. With the dollar booming on the upside, and you know how this thing works, it's like a teeter-totter. So if you've got dollars on one side and grains priced in dollars, if dollars go up, grains go down. If dollars go down, grains go up. How it should work. You've got dollars going up and grains going up, so if the dollar has any pullback days at all, those grains will take off. Interesting, right? I'll show you the charts on those grains in just a moment. I'm going to certainly at least stick my head in the door of the grains arena for trading on Friday and see if we can catch something nice there. Join us once again at livewithoscar.com in my live trading room, and I'll share some of those trades with you. So, neutral to start off the day with the possibility only, of buying dips in the NASDAQ. And again, we'll give credit to Mikey on that trade. Win or lose, Mikey, it's a winning trade at the moment in your mind, right? We'll give you credit no matter what happens tomorrow. Grains getting interesting even with the dollar advancing. I want to show that to you now with no further ado. Let's go look at some charts. Traders, I don't want to bore you with the exact same charts I showed you in last night's video. And what I'm saying is that this is Thursday's bar. No difference in where we've been. We're in the exact same spot inside this flag defined with the black dotted lines. Flag, pole, flag, underneath the OMNI, underneath the orange average. 200 ball moving average. Fund managers, blue light special down here. Here's your NASDAQ. And once again, I'll show you just one more. Here's the Dow Jones Industrial Average. You know this chart. We had the big major support resistance line. We've got that flag, if you can visualize it. Here's your flag pole. Here's your flag coming across those highs and these lows. You are underneath the flag as of the close on Thursday. You are underneath the support resistance line, certainly below the OMNI. Nothing has changed. See my point? Nothing has changed. We've challenged the 200 ball once again. It challenged it here and here and here and here. And here, it's a lot of challenges in a short amount of time. This is even a challenge of it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stabs at it in a very short period of time isn't all that bullish. So just keep in mind the slightly longer term intermediate picture. Long term, we are in a bull. Forget about this. Long term, this is a bull market. This is for short term trading. These are bearish signals, even if it has a bit of a rally on Friday. Then you've got something more interesting. Look at the wheat market. So you had a spike up in wheat and it fell back down and tried again and fell back down. But this spike got higher than that spike, but a little bit more to it than that. Let's blow the chart up. Same chart. Look at this lovely channel it's been in. I mean, just perfect. It held every time it got near that channel. It was a nice hold, both top and bottom. Very nice, right? So here we are. Certainly if we stay in the channel, we should expect to advance inside of it. So you've got to like what you see there. Plus we've got a green omni in wheat. Green omni here for wheat, and you got to love that. And I'm excited about it because the chart looks pretty good. And of course you broke out above this resistance, which had given this market a lot of trouble. And then boom, broke out into a channel. Then another grain. Look at this. Corn. Look how nice this chart is. Another big apex had formed and a big channel. Now I'm going to blow up the very same chart, just like we did in wheat. That's the same chart. Look at that channel and look at the nice breakout of the apex of the pennant flag. So boom, boom. Look at these great holds, or of the line, or right at, near, but close enough to call it holding the line. And same thing when you get towards the top. So we're not at the top of it right now. We just hit the bottom of it. The next advance should be towards the top of it. I like the way the wheat and corn look, especially in the context that they're going up with the dollar going up. Now look at cotton doing the same sort of thing. Cotton's more of a soft, but let's call it a grain for now for this picture that I'm painting. Nice big bull flag, had a massive rally and maintained itself while the dollar rallied. Again, this is going on while your dollar is rallying, and that's a smart looking dollar. So if it comes off even for one day, those charts that I showed you would be very bullish for that day. Now, am I claiming the dollar's going to come off? I'm just showing you that the dollar's been bullish, and so have certain grains. So on bearish dollar days, those grains would get very bullish if they're bullish on bullish dollar days. See my point? Just wanted to show that to you, give you the visual. Come on down to livewithoscar.com and we'll discuss this further. Traders, you've seen the charts. You've got my technical reasoning why on Friday we're either going to make a donation or we're going to make a few points trading in the stuff on the board behind me. That would be possibly buying dips in NQ. We'll see how that goes. And then we like the wheat and corn, and I like them very much, so have a look at those markets. Join me at livewithoscar.com, and just keep something in mind, a thought for the day, straight from the archives of my wonderful daughter, Natalie, who helps me with everything I do, and she says, here's your thought for the day. If you're over 30 years old, then you're older than all the dogs on the planet at this point in time. Go, Natalie. Love the fact. All right, traders, remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do, in my opinion, to keep those emotions at bay, and I know that's not easy, but place your stops first, bite your fingernails off, get out your rosary beads, and then after that, say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Is that the story, Jerry? That's the story. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.